Hello everybody, it's me, Toy Mario. And for today I figured we'd just do something a bit more on the casual side and hop into Battle for Neighborville. I know it's been a while since we talked about that game, huh? So I figured we'd start with a tier list on just what I think of the characters and, how good they are. And starting with Acorn and Oak. Before you ask, Oak is not being ranked separately. Acorn and Oak. Um, I think they're gonna go A tier because Acorn on his own is kind of just like a somewhat scuffed imp. Like he doesn't have all the same good qualities as him, but he gets the job done. And Oak is disgusting. His sound trap is OP. His like rolling ability isn't. It's not anything crazy, but it's pretty good, and his primary is really good. So you could argue of them being S tier, but I think A tier is a more fitting spot in general. All right, and we're on to the next character, 80s action hero. This is another one I'm kind of torn on because, you know what? I'll put him in A tier as well because I don't think he's S material, but he has a lot of good things going for him because his Camp Missile is pretty good. His primary is pretty good. His Rocket Ride's pretty good, and Dynamite Dodge is decent. So he's just all around a pretty good character. Now Allstar. Allstar is not a character I play much, so my opinion on him may be kind of scuffed, but I think he's A tier as well because his primary is pretty good. His shield is really good, and input and sprint tackle, they're not like as free as they are in Garden Warfare 2, but they're still pretty good abilities. Super Brains is S tier. I don't. I'm not even gonna debate that. His primary is really good. By the way, we're not talking about Brainium Basher. His primary is really good. His jump ability is insane. Tur- Turbo Twister is just free kills if you hit someone with it, and the Super Ultra Ball, that thing is disgusting. Yeah, S tier without a doubt. If this was Brainium Basher, he'd be S plus. Now Cactus. I'm not too huge on Cactus. Yeah. Cactus is just B tier because as she gets the job done, she's a sniper, she just sits in the back, picks you off. If she gets close, she has like her main primary is a rapid fire, but her ranged attack is an actual sniper. The rapid fire isn't anything special, but it's decent, and her potato mine and yeah, her potato mine, was it potato mine? Whatever, her ability where she like flies so she can get to higher vantage points is it's pretty decent. It gets her higher vantage points, which is definitely what she was missing in the Garden Warfare games, and all in all, she's just a decent character. No, Space Cadet. Space Cadet is disgusting. like Space Cadet on her own is good. She has like Rose's like a primary similar to Rose. She has like the crater maker thing, like the ground slam ability. That's really good. Her laser ability is disgusting if you can hit someone with it. And I need to bring up the space station. Like, sure, it's not as tanky as the Z-Mech or Oak, but oh man, the primaries, the primary hits pretty good damage, and the other two abilities, like one of them just straight up powers it up, which makes it even more disgusting. And her crater maker ability, oh my god, like hit someone with that and they're dead just straight up. So yeah, that's tier. And Chomper, I think Chomper's a C tier because objectively he may be a tiny bit higher, but I don't know. He is clunky. Like the spikeweed was made even clunkier to use. Uh, his goop was altered to where it's still good, but it's just awkward. And he's still got burrow, which makes him still annoying as hell. And he still got the chomping and stuff, but he also now has a ranged ability with no damage drop off or anything. So he can be played as a sniper, despite the fact he's not a freaking sniper. So yeah, objectively he's B or A tier, but overall I think he's a C tier. Citron. Citron isn't a character I play much either, but I think he's A tier, His shield is good, his ball dash is good, his primary is good, his laser is really good, and just in general, he's just an all-around awesome character. You could debate on him being S tier, but from what I've played, he's an A tier. Ooh, Kernel Corn. Oh, what did I do to him? Ugh. Like, his primary is still good, and Husk Hop is still disgusting, but his other two abilities, they nerfed Shuck Shot. Like, they just effectively made Shuck Shot worse, and his Butter Beacon, it's not that useful. Engineer. Engineer, I'd say, is also a B tier. Well, yeah, B tier. Because, his primary is like that of a Peashooter, except it bounces, and his turret is really annoying. Actually, no, just because of that turret, he's going in A tier. His turret is so annoying to the plant team. Not to mention, it gives you basically infinite ammo if you stand next to it. He still has the stun grenade and freaking speed pad, by the way. Holy lord, that guy is insane. He is such a nuisance to the other team. It's almost unfair. Sunflower, I would say, is A tier as well. Because Sunflower is like a healer. Why did they add overheal to this game? Not to mention, her heal beam heals you really fast with overheal. So if you have a Sunflower pocketing you, you are almost invincible. Not to mention, she can heal herself, she has the Sunbeam, and her primary is still pretty good. Actually, no, I think she's S tier. I think she's S tier. Just in general. Imp, I would say, also goes in A tier, because like I said, he's just Acorn, but with a double jump, and I think he has more useful abilities. And the Z-Mech is still relatively similar. It can sprint, still has the ground slam. The primary is still essentially the same. But they nerfed Missile Madness. Thank the Lord they did that. Nightcap. There's a lot of characters going in A tier, and Nightcap is one of them. I don't know. Nightcap is just all around a disgusting character. Like, a tiny character that is really fast, can go invisible, can basically hit you with Gravity Grenade 2.0, and need I mention Fung Fu? Need I? Now, Peashooter. Peashooter, I'd say, is B tier. He's definitely not as disgusting as he is in the Garden Warfare games. If he was, he'd be S tier. But, he's just good. Like, he's got decent health, decent damage, decent splash. And don't get me wrong, Peakelling is still kind of annoying, but, just in general, he's a decent character. Now, Deadbeard, I do debate on if he's A or... Nah, he's B3. He's, like, on relatively the same level as Cactus. Because sure, I could argue he has better abilities, but yeah, they really butcher his barrel blast because you have to be fully in the barrel for the game to even register that you actually got into the barrel. Because there's been a handful of times where I've been playing Deadbeard and I got into my barrel to protect myself from like a burrow or something, and the game doesn't even register the fact I'm in the barrel, and the Chomper just burrows me anyway. So yeah, his abilities are probably objectively a bit better, but definitely more annoying to use. Rose, I would argue, goes in A tier as well. Just simply thanks to the fact that she is a really good support character. You know, she can freeze you, she can make herself invisible. Well, not invisible, but like invincible. And her Godify, if you get caught in it, it's gonna be kind of hard to escape. Plus, her primary is still pretty decent. It's like same level as Space Cadet. I'm not even gonna debate this. Scientist is actually kind of a disgusting character because he's labeled as a support character. You know, he's meant to be the healer who heals others and himself. When was the last time you saw someone play a scientist as a support character? Because his primary is basically just a more effective shotgun than Deadbeard's. They have 3 wars that can go in any direction, so you're kind of screwed if the scientist gets close to you. And need I mention he can heal himself? I don't know. And Snapdragon, I would argue, I would. I think he's S tier because just he's a strong character. Like his primary has good damage at a stupid range, might I add. You know, he has a secondary sniper kind of like weapon similar to Chomper. He has a homing bomb, he has a wall of fire, and he has a diving attack. So it's kinda hard to beat Snapdragon in 1v1s. And I think for Soldier, I think I'll put in B tier because Soldier is just like the textbook definition of a good character. Like, he doesn't have anything bad, but he doesn't have anything crazy. You know, his ZPG is good, his primary is good, his Stink Cloud's good, his ZPG is good, just across the board a pretty decent character. And Electric Slide, I would say is B tier as well because you know she doesn't have a lot of crazy things about her, but you know she gets the job done. Her tornado attack is really damaging. Her primary is pretty good. She can basically put herself in her own arcane enigma, and her other ability, I don't know what it's called. Well, like I don't remember what it's called, but it's actually kind of disgusting if you want to get people away from you or try to lure them into the tornado. So yeah, that's my Battle for Neighborville tier list. If you enjoyed this, maybe hit that like button or leave a comment for some support. And if you want to see more from this kind of stuff or just me in general, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell for future uploads. See ya!